Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing really, really well today. I'm Michelle Gailey. I am the creator of the Empaths and Sensitives Facebook group. I'm also the creator of Intuition Circle. It's my psychic and intuitive online development group for women. I love it. And then I also have the Intuitive Life Coaching Certification and Business Building Program. So usually I help women who have intuitive abilities or sensitive souls. I teach them really how to understand and use their abilities. And then my next program, the Certification in Business Building, are for people who want to take those abilities, weave in life coaching and energy work, and actually just have a desire to help people as a coach. I call ourselves intuitive coaches, and actually build profitable coaching businesses. It has been an evolution throughout the last 10 years. I never intended to be where I am today, but I've trusted my intuition and always followed my desires, wanting to help people and serve. So that's where I landed today. I want the same thing for you. If you have something in your heart that you want to do, I strongly encourage you. I can feel it in my heart so strongly today to go out and do the thing. One part of me says, follow your passion. But another part of me wants to say, build your passion. Your passion is just like a little seed, and just keep building on it, moving forward. Okay, that's not even our topic today. I really went off the rails there already. Okay, today is all about a simple exercise to release other people's emotions. And maybe this does tie into what I just said, because the more we let go of other people's thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and the more you get back into your signature frequency, I think it's much easier for you to have the bandwidth, the capacity, the energy to actually follow and build your own thing in the world. Kayanne, good to see you. If there's anybody else here, please say hello in the chat. I'd love to see you. Okay, let's do this. A simple exercise to release other people's emotions. Okay, so we're going to learn how to differentiate between your thoughts, feelings, and emotions and other people's thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Or we're going to learn to differentiate between your thoughts, feelings, and emotions and the collective, right? We have a vibe, a global collective, a national collective, a city, state collectives. There's a lot of influences on us. So I want you to be aware of that. And I want to teach you today how to let those things go for a minute and come back to your home frequency or your signature frequency, who you are, who are your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. And I think this is super important because of this. I've been working on this morning, thinking about, working with you today. And I'm like, is this even important? Yeah. We as sensitive souls, we are really good at picking up on the collective stuff or other people's stuff. We're really good at feeling or knowing or sensing other people's stuff. Yes or no? Say yes or no in the chat. Even if you're watching the replay, put #replay. Are you good at feeling people's stuff? You can feel when they're off. You can feel when they're a little pissed off. You can feel when they're elevated. You can feel when you come into a room, the vibe. Type in the chat, yes or no, you can feel those things. Somebody just said it's confusing. Yes. Yes. Okay. It's your superpower that you're able to do that. That's awesome. I want you to turn that on when you want to, and I want you to have the ability to turn it off. Okay. And the reason this is important is because you guys call me out, but I've been thinking about this a lot this morning. If you have a better answer or a different answer, put it in the chat. You know how our thoughts, feelings, and emotions, they actually dictate our behavior. They actually dictate our perception, our behavior, our actions a lot of the time. Do you agree with that? Yes or no? That our thoughts, feelings, and emotions dictate or have a strong influence on our actions, or maybe even our inaction. Your ability to act, or the ability or the not being able to act when you want to, don't you think our thoughts, feelings, and emotions have a strong correlation with your ability to how you behave, how you perceive, and how you act or don't act in the world? If that's true, and then a lot of your thoughts, feelings, and emotions are mixed with other people's thoughts, feelings, and emotions, would you say then that it is having a strong influence on your behaviors, your ability to act, and the ability to, or maybe inaction, it's being influenced by that? Yes or no? Did I say that well enough? Type yes or no, and I'll say it again if I can. Okay, good. Somebody went, yes. Okay, good. Because if we could consciously kind of wrap our brains around that and see the why of why it's important for us to really learn how to separate our energy and thoughts, feelings, and emotions from others, then do you get why it's so important? It is literally affecting your behavior, your actions, how you perceive the world, your ability to pursue what you want to pursue, or your inability to pursue what you want to pursue. Isn't that fascinating? If that's true, do you get now how important it is for us to practice this? Us releasing other people's stuff is a healthy thing for us to do. A lot of sensitive souls, this was me, and I think it's a lot of people, we sometimes, this is unconscious in a lot of us, we think carrying the weight of someone else, I know a lot of this is unconscious, so it may not make sense. I think inside of us, we're actually healers, and there is an archetype for healers to take on the burden and lessen the burden for others. And I think a lot of us carry that archetype subconsciously. Does even that make sense? So I want us to release that archetype, and we're going to go through a few exercises. So just recognize that if you have this ability and you want to take on, you're finding yourself feeling people's stuff and maybe trying to take on or worry, over worry, whatever that is, it's probably a sign that you're a healer, okay, of some kind. You're a healer, a light worker. It's probably that. And you can pursue that if it's interesting to you. Look into that. Start following that. And there's a lot of fulfillment if you are a healer, that you go find the work that you're meant to do in the world. That's a freaking amazing life. Okay, I'm going off the rails again. Why is this important? Because it affects our behaviors. Our behaviors affect our well-being, our life, and our ability to act and pursue things. Okay, so I'm going to share with you two action steps that I want you to take. But if you do these once, great. If you do these consistently, you build the muscle. If you did this 50 times, you're going to know your energy from somebody else's. It's literally like going to the gym. Those of us who go to the gym and lift the weight or lift the weight at home will get the muscle. Those of us who don't lift the weight probably won't get the muscle. So it's going to be up to you. And the weird hamster wheel thing is, if you're being influenced by so many other people's stuff and it's really affecting and confusing you, it'll probably be very hard for you to build this muscle. Isn't that weird? It's so weird. Okay, let's just keep going since we're together. Step one, this is so easy, but you're going to have to do a Post-it or something to keep this in your conscious mind. Step one, I'd love for you to do this several times a day. Ask yourself this question. Does this emotion, thought, or feeling that I'm experiencing, does this belong to me or someone else? Someone type that in the chat for us. Does this thought, this feeling, this emotion that I'm experiencing belong to me or someone else? I mean it. I want everyone, if you're willing, if you can right now, put it on your Post-it, type it in the chat. Leona just said, I agree now. When I get a headache, I ask if it's mine and it's usually not, so it goes away. Awesome. Leona, you brought something up that I forgot, especially empaths, you empaths, me. We can feel other people's physical pain. It's a really great idea, like Leona said, is to ask yourself, wait, does this discomfort or pain belong to me or someone else? Does this belong to me? Hey guys, thanks for typing it in the chat. Does this belong to me or someone else? You really start to embody it if you type it in the chat, if you type or write it out on your paper. Does this thought, feeling, emotion that I'm experiencing belong to me or someone else? Thank you guys so much. Keep putting it in there. Step one. Okay, so you're going to ask yourself that question. And for me, I close my eyes to tap in. And you're either going to learn that it's yours or it's someone else's. Now let's stop here for a second, because here's what I hear from people. They say to me, Michelle, I didn't get an answer. I don't know if it's mine or someone else's. I didn't get an answer. So if you find yourself, when you go in and ask your own intuition for an answer and you don't get an answer, I want you to force yourself to get an answer. You tell your intuition, I want an answer now. And I want you to, whatever comes to you, whatever thing you think of first, if it's you or someone else, to force yourself to get it. You're going to, on command, tell your intuition, I need it now, and go through that process. Okay. Next question people say to me is, Michelle, how do I trust what my intuition gave me? You have to build the trust muscle. And what's really cool with practicing trusting yourself in this scenario is it's not really going to make or break your life. Does that make sense? Like if you decide that the emotions, thoughts, and feelings are yours and you get the message, these are yours, great. Trust that. Just trust it. What you're doing right there is just building the trust muscle with yourself. If it's someone else's, that your guidance tells you it's someone else's, trust that answer. Again, this is a great time to practice trusting your intuition. Like if I'm just using my intuition and I'm really haven't developed that muscle, and I ask myself, should I quit my job today or not? That's not until I've developed that muscle, I'm not going to ask big questions like that. Does that make sense? This is a great time for you to practice trusting. It's not going to make or break you with this thing. I hope that makes sense. Okay. So first thing is, every day, several times a day, on a Post-it, wherever you are, put a little timer on your phone. Ask yourself, do these thoughts, feelings, and emotions that I'm experiencing, do they belong to me or someone else? And get inside yourself, turn on your guidance, and start having dialogue. Wait, is this me? Is this someone else? Play around with it. Get an answer. Trust the answer. That's huge. If you did that, it will change your life. It won't change your life if you do it once. It'll change your life if you do it 100 times in a couple months. Okay. Part two. Part two is this. I want to do it together. We're going to practice feeling your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. We're going to practice it right now together. And you're going to say, Michelle, how are we going to do that? I'm going to take you through a quick guided meditation. And then if you like this and it has value to you, do it consistently. In fact, remember when I said that question, like, is this mine or someone else's? If you get the answer, this is someone else's, then you could quickly do this guided meditation and release it. Okay. You could start to train yourself. Okay. So let's do it now. If you're willing and able, close your eyes. I want you to take a deep breath in. Feel that breath go up through your nose, down your throat, into your shoulders, chest. Even soften your belly and breathe into it. Exhale all the way. Notice if you're holding your belly in or if you can let it pooch out. I really want you to relax your belly. Breathe in again. Breathe all the way down into the belly. Feel it expand. And then as you exhale, keep your focus on a relaxed, full belly. One more time, breathe in, everything expands. Nostrils, throat, chest, ribs, belly. Exhale all the way. Good. Bring your awareness down to your belly. I really want you to keep it soft. A lot of us, especially empaths or feelers, we have a lot of tension in our bellies because we bring a lot of information through there. Soften it. Give it just a break for a second. Soft belly. Breathe into it one more time. Good. Okay, just notice how you feel right now. Notice if you're a little more relaxed or not. No judgment, just notice what you notice. Okay, I'm going to ask you some questions, and I want you to feel around yourself or in your body where this information exists. So all the things you have to do today, where do you store that? If I said to you, think about all the things you still have to do today, where do you go? Are you in your head? Are you outside your body? Just notice where you store that. All the things you did yesterday and every day before yesterday, where do you store that? Is it in the same spot or different? Everything from your mom to your dad to your ancestors, anyone who had an influence on you, siblings, your history. Where do you keep your life experience? Where do you keep it? All the influencers in your life, your ancestors, your first grade teacher, every person and experience that made you who you are today. Where do you hold that either in your body or outside your body? What else? What about your children? If you have children or pets, spouses, your connections today, where do you hold them? Your dreams and aspirations, where do you hold that? Ask yourself, where is this? Any regrets? Do you hold that somewhere? Think about where you hold that. The traumas, the hard stuff that you experienced, where do you hold that? And if you don't hold it, that's fine. Your connection to God or source or the universe, if you believe in that, where's that connection? And then right now we're all humans on the earth right now. We're part of a bigger collective. Where's that? And there's a lot more pieces to this, but I'm going to stop with those. And I'll just say this, anything else that I didn't even mention, notice where that is. Where is that held? All the things that we're tied to and influenced by that I can't even think of right now. Notice where that is in your body or outside of your body. Okay. So we've brought all this stuff up to the table. We've kind of we've done a conscious awareness of it. Here's what we're going to do now. If you were able to notice if it's in your body or outside of your body, the object of this guided meditation is with each breath we take in, we're going to squeeze it all closer to us. And with each breath out, we're going to push it out, not in a struggle way, in a flow way. So it's going to be like the ocean where it comes in and it goes out. Or kind of like if you saw someone making taffy, right? They stretch it, they pull it back together. Some of you, if you're interested, you can stretch it out as far as you want. You can even cut cords if you want to, if you believe in that. Everyone gets to decide what they want. In the beginning, when I started doing this, I was afraid to cut the cords that I would forget something or I would cut a cord to an important person. But that's not true. I've just always set the intention. What's important to come back to me does. So play around with that. Set that intention if you want to. All right, here we go. I want you to take a breath in. Feel all of those influences come in more as you breathe in. And blow it all out now. And as you blow it out, imagine, sense, and feel it really goes out. It stretches away from you. Another breath in, feel it squeeze in. Exhale, it goes out even a little farther this time. Soft belly, breathe in. Let it come in a little bit. Exhale out even farther if you want. Let's do it again. Breathe in. As I breathe in, it's not coming in as much anymore. Exhale, let it go out even further. One more time, breathe in, let it come in just a little bit. And this time on the exhale, let it go out so far that you can't even see it, feel it, or know it anymore. Let it stay out there. I want your attention to come back to you and your soft belly. Here you are in your home frequency. Here you are feeling, sensing you. There's nothing you need to do. You're just acclimating to you without all that stuff. And just say to yourself, oh, this is how I feel without that stuff. Oh, this is who I am. Okay. Start recognizing yourself. And be curious. Oh, here I am. This is me. Soft belly. Keep breathing into your belly. Enjoy you being with you. Be curious. Oh, here I am. Good to see you again. Okay. What do you want to do? Did you get a sense of your home frequency? Do you want to pull the influences back in? Do you want to keep them stretched out? I'm going to keep mine stretched out. It feels really good and healthy. You do what you need to do, and I'll give you a second to decide and trust what you come up with. And then whenever you're ready, open your eyes. How are you? What do you notice? Can you type your experience in the chat? What do you notice? Maybe the first thing I could ask you is, do you notice a difference? Do you feel the same as when you started the guided meditation, or do you feel different? So either put same or different in the chat. Same or different. That's a good place to start. Did you guys all fall asleep? Okay, here comes some. Different. Different. Thank you so much. It was freeing and so amazing to see the different places where things were held. Awesome, Jody. Different, more calm, free, relaxed. Thank you, Leona. No worries that you came late. You can catch the replay. Almost fell asleep, says Melanie. Calmer, says Barb. Different, said somebody else. Someone said, I feel, and I can't see your name, but it says Facebook user, and that's fine. I feel different. I feel bright and pure and light and completely in love with my higher soul self. Good. There's no right or wrong to this. Somebody else could say, I burst into tears, or I felt darkness. Like, trust yourself. Trust yourself. You could feel lightness. You could feel darkness. It was just an experience. It was just an experience. Okay, let's go on to the next question that's coming to me. Do you see value in doing that meditation? I mean, is there value? Could that help you could it help you recognize your home frequency versus when you're influenced by others? Could you, when you practice this and you really got to know you in that fun, curious way, like, oh, there you are. Yeah, mine feels light and free and calm and joyful. But I wasn't like that 10 minutes ago. But so we got to feel ourselves. And then wouldn't it be really obvious if someone came into your life or called you on the phone or texted you? Wouldn't you feel that shift? Yeah. And it's no one's fault. I'm not blaming anybody else. It's how we take it on and perceive it and our sense of obligation. There's a lot of pieces that maybe we'll go into next week. But is this valuable? Okay, awesome. Okay, recap. A simple exercise to release other people's emotions. Step 1, on a Post-it, you're asking yourself all day long, you're checking in. Wait, is this mine or someone else's? You command your intuition to give you an answer. It's yours or someone else's. If you find it's someone else's, I would love for you to go into a quick guided meditation. You will train yourself so fast to go, breathe in, all the way to the belly, relax the belly, breathe in, expand, breathe in, pull it in, expand, let it go, breathe in, pull it in a little bit less, expand, let it go even more, breathe in. There'll be some you'll start seeing like, oh, that's not even mine. What was I doing? Cut, and let it all go. Everyone is responsible and can live their own awesome lives. You're in charge of you. And you come back to that center point and go, oh, there you are again. Hello. Good to see you. I'm back. Okay, here we are. There's so much value in that. Especially those of you who felt lighter, calmer. Do you know how much energy? It's like, it's noise. You holding on to everyone's stuff creates noise. And all of a sudden the noise is gone and you just feel that sense of peace. There is so much potential energy in there for you that it's going to change. I'm telling you, you will have so much more energy to pursue what you're meant to pursue in the world. Okay. I'm going on and on. I could talk about this all day long because I think there's so much value. Okay, thanks for being here. Maybe we'll continue it next week. I'll think about that. Like, would that be a good idea? Like, we do it again? And like, how did you do this week? Maybe we could do that. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for being here. I'll be back next week. Again, it's every Tuesday. We meet at noon Eastern time, and some type of tool, tip, training, inspiration for you to be a healthy, wealthy person, or some type of intuitive coaching. And I hope this was helpful for you. Okay, thanks everybody.